Proverbs 31:30. Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who, what? Fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Men, you need to find a woman who fears the Lord. A woman who loves Jesus more than she loves you. Who is committed to Him before she's committed to you. Psalm 132:12. If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony that I shall teach them, their children shall also sit upon thy throne forevermore. One conviction that I have, and this goes along with the testimony part, it's hard for me to believe that Christians should be in relationships, intimate relationships with people who aren't Christians. Now, and that's my basic conviction, that if you're with someone who maybe they're not saved, and you have this mindset, and you may disagree with me, but you have this mindset that I will be in this relationship with him and I'll change him. Anybody can identify with that maybe. He'll stick with me and we'll go to church and we'll get this thing, we'll read our Bible, and you know what, he'll come around. 6 months later, he still hadn't come around. He's still not coming to church. There's still problems. Look for the testimony, women. I just talked to the men for just a little bit. Look for the woman who loves Jesus more than you. But women, I would say this. Look for a man who knows Jesus. That they've had an intimate relationship with Him. That it's vitally important to their life. That at the foundation of everything, that's what stands. Amen, women? Y'all feel that? It's good. Number 5, there's power in your legacy. Legacy. Power in your legacy. And this is a long verse, but we're going to read it together. Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 12. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion, but woe to him who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up again. If 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one be warm alone? Though one may be overpowered by the other, 2 can withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Some of you married couples, parents, you understand this probably more than the single people in the house, that there's power in your legacy, because some of you have children. And judging by the way that you lived your life, and judging by the way that you manage your relationships, will probably determine how your children do, because they're watching you. My parents are divorced. Were divorced when I was 8 years old. A lot of marriage problems, a lot of things going on, and I didn't quite understand that. And so for a long time, I didn't get into a relationship because I didn't know how to manage a relationship. I didn't know how to do all that. I had not seen a healthy, godly, pure relationship. But I want to say that there's power in your legacy. And for the singles, there's power in your legacy. That what you do today will determine the course of your marriage and how healthy it is. And how your children follow after you and model or watch and do their relationships. Based on what you do and how you manage yours. I want to take just a moment before we close, and I want to talk to the singles, and then I want to talk to the married people. Singles, when you leave today, I don't want you to think about who you're with. I don't want you to think about who you could be with or who you want to be with. I want you to think a little bit more about who am I? That's the question. Who am I? How is God preparing me for that person when I finally do meet him? And married couples, for you today, I want you to just enjoy. Okay, you see this right here? It says God made sex, enjoy. And I know this is going to sound very awkward coming from a 22-year-old guy, but if you need to go home this week and love on your spouse, love on them. And I know this is a little touchy subject, but do what you need to do. Rekindle some fire. Some of you right now, I don't know, your marriage may be on the rocks. Fall in love again this week. Let's rekindle the flame, whatever it takes. Well, number one, I would say seek His face. Amen? Amen. And put Him first. And then number two, talk about the problems. Talk about the issues. Don't be afraid to bring something up. And deal with it. And then three, love on them a little bit.